So I recently passed my final year MBBS exams, and well, I passed. So you can finally call me a doctor, and well, that's new. So yeah, let me now walk you through some of my experiences and lessons from these 4.5 years of well grinding. And before I even start, I just want to say that obviously if you're doing MBBS or if you've done it, maybe your thoughts will be different from mine, and that's okay, I guess, because obviously we all have our own subjective experiences. So this is not to dismiss your thoughts whatsoever. It is just what I think, and it is just what I have experienced. So yeah, enjoy. Focus on yourself. Yes, you got to be selfish. You just have to think for yourself, and basically you just have to be a just kidding. Medicine has this problematic culture of the herd mentality, wherein everybody has to care about what any other person is doing in their personal life, in terms of their syllabus, how much they've done, and etc. 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 More often than not, people find themselves judging their self-worth on the basis of where they are in their life doing what with respect to others, and that is where the problem starts. And I've said this earlier as well, take learning medicine as an art and not a race that you're running for, and I think you'll be fine. MBBS is tough. Take your time, but accept it. MBBS will take you, break you, make you, break you again, only and only to finally make you in the end. You can either choose to stay in denial or accept the fact that the stream that you chose for yourself or you were pushed into demands a lot out of you. It requires your time, it requires your patience, it requires money in some cases, and it requires a lot more. But then at the end of the day, if you've chosen it or if you're already into it, even if you didn't want to, you have to go through it. So yeah, there is no point ranting about it every single day of your life. Every day when you wake up, you don't have to hate on yourself. And I guess that starts with accepting in the first place that yes, it is difficult, but then obviously it is doable, because why not? So many other people before you and so many people who are studying with you right now have also been doing it. So yeah, I guess it's pretty doable then. Have a hobby or two or more. Seriously, if you ask me really how I survived these years, it was because I was never just studying. I was always doing something on the sides, which have been a lot of things, to be honest. Whether it was dancing in the dance society, being the coordinator of the dance society, organizing and attending conferences in Delhi, outside Delhi, YouTube, the TED Talk, and etc. etc. So the only reason why I actually persuade people to not give up their hobbies when they transition from school life to their college life is simple. So for example, after the college, after sleeping hours, excluding all that, if in 24 hours, if in a day you have let's say 6 hours where you can study, and you just you sit there every day for 6 hours studying. I mean, I don't know about all of you, but I guess at least in my case, after about 3 hours, I don't think I would be able to concentrate as much. Maximum 3.5 hours, and that too, I would just be dragging myself, and the next remaining hours I would just be either wasting my time or maybe complaining about myself to myself that why am I not able to do this. But if, for example, in those 6 hours I go for, let's say, a gym for 1 hour, I have 5 remaining hours, but I also now, wait for it, you would also have the guilt of not studying for that 1 hour or maybe 15 minutes more than that, and then you would study more effectively for the next 3 hours. Even if you study for like only 2.5 hours, that would be more effective than those 6 hours altogether, or you may even be able to study for longer hours with better concentration. Apart from the additional health benefits of exercising, having hobbies, having something on the side, it is necessary, because especially in medical school it gets very monotonous and you cannot keep doing the same thing for 4.5 years, because it's not just 4.5 years, it's beyond that as well. So yeah, for your sanity, I think you should get a hobby. Watch that ego. Now, even before getting into MBBS, even if you've just had your selection, people start treating you differently. So some roast you, some really look out to you, and some test your knowledge randomly, like it's so polite to do that. So you end up feeling way too important about yourself. I mean, obviously you are important, but only like any other human being, not like God. Trust me. So my point here is, next time you start shouting on a less educated patient for not knowing what to do and for not knowing how to follow instructions or knowing your post or your importance at the hospital, Just wait and think. How much did you know yourself about the healthcare system before entering medical college? How much did you know, even as an educated person of planet Earth, how much did you know about hospitals and healthcare and health in general? Well, not quite a lot. Nothing, as healthcare professionals, gives us the rights to just treat people like nobody and shout at patients and disrespect them and whatever it is that goes on, which you know what I'm talking about if you're into a medical college. The classroom isn't the whole damn world. If you ask me today what I could have done differently in these past 4.5 years, among the smaller mistakes I've made, one major mistake that I have made is honestly being too full of my own syllabus, of myself and the people surrounding these two entities, such that I practically lost all contact with the world outside medicine. I mean, politics, environment, general knowledge, what is that? This is both sad and bad. I mean, you cannot just remain like a machine who can binge and purge the whole textbooks of medicine and be proud of yourself. No, I mean, yes, you can be proud of that, but then there's so much more that the outside world has to offer, and you need to recognize that. You need to know what all is happening in the world except your finals. I mean, seriously, yeah. So yes, that is all the big sisterly advice that I have to give you. But before you click out of this video, there is a big announcement that I have to make. Now, since it's established that now I am starting with my internship, and for at least 1 year there will be no exam-based studying, if I may say so myself. Well, the videos now on this channel will not anymore be about the student life. It will be more about the work life. So yeah, there will be a little change with that. But I know that there are so many other things that I have not talked about on this channel, which I want to talk about on this channel, be it about MBBS, be it about the fun part, be it about the studies part of it, be it about life in general. So yes, I have a little surprise for all of you. Today, right now, I'm launching my very own website, pavitrashankar.com, where I will be posting vlogs and journals about MBBS and about life in general. So yes, I've already posted like 2 blogs and 2 journals up there. You can go check it out if you want. Once again, it is pavitrashankar.com, and I hope you like it, and please let me know what you think about it. Thank you so much for watching. This is Pavitra Shankar signing off.